Jen's been doing literally nothing but study. Did this man go shell? Did this man go shell? Why do I even make the rules for the tournaments? Why? What is our plan here?
Let's not call attention to ourselves.
Can anyone message Jordan? Yeah, message Jordan. Hi, how is everyone doing? We're having yet another tournament crisis. As Jordan MG seems to have forgotten the rules and has gone shell. Completely unbeknownst to his opponent, somehow. But at the same time, Shadow Venom being Shadow Venom, I feel like might have seen that he's gone shell and is just like, fuck it. But either way, we have to stop them and see if he is just like, fuck it, then I'll be like, fuck it, and it's fine. But otherwise, it's obviously completely unfair. It's the Sunder and Blink tournament. But yeah, the quote from Jordan MG. So the first fuck up they had was they made the tournament draft pick. And they, you know, that fucks up the picking because one person picks at a time, so you get to counter pick. And I said, oh god, something's wrong. They don't know what they're doing. And Jordan MG types in chat, we got it covered, smiley face. And then he picked shell. So hopefully they got it covered because somebody just messaged them to let them know. Shadow Venom doesn't care though, that's the thing. He doesn't give a shit about the shell. That shell would have done you some help there too, Jordan. Yeah, he also did 4 bans when there were only 3 bans in the tournament. How did... You gotta read the rules, guys. I know that there are a lot, though. There are a lot, definitely, to be fair. But you know there's a lot. Shadow Venom said he's okay with it. Okay. I would imagine he's okay with it, being up 1-0 here. So by the time he got this message, he's probably already up 1-0, and is like, fuck it, I'm up. Alright, let's go. But like I said, knowing Shadow Venom, he probably would do it either way. Shout out to Jordan, though. The buffoon of the tournament this time around. But it does not mean he will be the loser here. We'll see. This matchup definitely should... I don't know. You know what? I mean, it should benefit Chiron at least slightly, or, you know, it should go to Chiron at least slightly. But Nua's a very good god. Alright, Nua's not a very good god. That's a lie. Nua's a very good god in this tournament setting, though. It's S- tier and below. So, you know, you're not, like, scraping the bottom of the barrel. Look at that minion. You're not scraping the bottom of the barrel, but you're, you know, you're reaching a little bit deeper. And Nua, not being a premier god by any means, she can fight, you know, toe-to-toe. Her boxing match is really strong against any of these lower-tiered gods, or, you know, like high-tier gods, because anything high-tier in Duel is actually unviable.
Time to sleep.
For the most part. Like Chiron into any of the top ADCs, just because he's still a high-tier god, because he's a, you know, he's still an ADC at the end of the game, or at the end of the day, and he's got, at the end of the game, same. And he's got, you know, strong burst potential and everything, good wave clear. He still, you know, falls very short up against the top ADCs. But up against Nua, with the minions and everything, he doesn't have a very easy way to just, you know, obliterate them unless he you know, wastes his abilities on them, if he wastes his 1-2. And Shadow Venom's really taking advantage of that right now. He's got good good wave clear as well on his side. And with the access to the red buff, he was really able to make a strong impact here and drive into the tower and get quite a bit of damage very early on. He started with Sands of Time, which is, you know, very common amongst common amongst mages who really want to start off with a little bit more cooldown. The only time you don't go it is if you go back cross for the most part, and Vamp Shroud if you're trying to be really safe. So it's really the premier starter. And he's gone straight into the only defense item he's going to be allowed. Hopefully Jordan knows that it's one defense item each. So he'll be going into the breastplate here. Yeah, Nua's minions no longer remove backdoor protections. They used to be able to take down towers like crazy. And she still sucked, so it's unfortunate that they removed that feature. Oh, what a blink! Wow. We watched that play from Jordan's perspective. We had no idea what's coming either. Unfortunately, it's just not enough to do it. So I want to say wasted blink, but you know, you didn't get anything off of it. And he's backed at an unfortunate time here because the red buff's coming up too. Jordan's probably gonna see it right before he backs. Oh my god. Okay, good. But he's gotta go fast because he doesn't want Shadow Venom to come in while he's doing this. Catch him with his pants down. And Shadow Venom actually trying to scout out where he's at by using his ult. I'm not sure if that was the play, you know, better off, like, you know, it's either he's at the red buff or he's not, so better off just check it, because if anything, it just wasted time on potential that he could have had going in on him. Wow, nice shots there, though. Shadow Venom definitely landing everything, being very proficient with this god right now. He's a very consistently strong player that we haven't seen consistently place well in these tournaments, and that's generally because he picks the lower tiered gods. And he, you know, kind of gives himself a bit of a, you know, not a bit of a handicap as in like, oh, he's so good he needs a handicap, but like he enjoys the lower tier gods a little bit more. So not to say that he would win if he wasn't playing them, but that, yeah, definitely, unfortunately, his choices in gods affect him negatively. And who knows if he would go, you know, a lot farther without them or not. But we'll see. I mean, because this time, like I said, Nua is not that bad of a pick here under these circumstances. It's not like he's gone Guan Yu, which is his general a god that he's gone to a lot before. Jordan MG out here, old and faithful, still repping Titan for the day he died. Alright, he gets the stun, which actually takes Jordan out of his 3, but it might not be the best engagement for Shadow Venom. Red buff on Jordan, he's doing a lot of damage. Still has an ultimate available too, so it's a little tricky for Shadow Venom to stay here. Oh my god, he does not care at all. Yeah. Both of them got to be so careful here. But mostly Shadow Venom, he might land on that. He doesn't, and oh, man, the play. I'm not sure why Jordan didn't just cancel. Yeah, he absolutely should have just canceled that dash and gone right back in on Shadow Venom, but he just wrote it out. Oh, damn. He almost went down to the Clay Soldiers himself. Wow, really, really great game here so far between these two. Some strange decision making, but, you know, overall some clutch plays. Jordan MG with the quick one over the wall. Knew exactly where Shadow Venom was out. Tried to put him between a rock and a hard place. If he juked out of that one, you know, he would have been able to find the autos on him as well in order to proc that too. But found it off of the one already. I'm not sure if Jordan has shelled or not. It could be that he's choosing not to shell, given that it's breaking tournament rules. Either way, Shadow Venom said he was okay with it, so, you know, he would be, you know, well within his rights now to use it. But, yeah, he might just be trying to be a good guy here and make up for the mistake by not using it. Which is, you know, definitely super nice of him. Shadow Venom going forth here, dodging that, I always forget what the 1 is called from Chiron. I always want to, you know, I hate calling it like the 1 or the 2 for you guys, but god damn, it's hard. There's so many abilities in this game. I don't know what any of Nua's, her 1, her 3, or her... Okay, I know them. Yes, I do. Shining Metal, the Clay Minions, Clay Soldiers, and I have no idea what her ult is. The 1 I just call Fog. It's actually Mist. Either way, not bad. But yeah, Chiron's 1, I can legitimately say I have no idea. Shadow Venom doing a good amount of damage to this tower. Gonna take it down finally. It's been at low health for a while, but I like how he never pressed too far in an attempt to take that thing. Some people, you know, will just throw themselves at it when they see it that low. They get the money, the dollar signs in their eyes, and they just immediately throw themselves at the tower when it's not worth, you know, suiciding for by any means. Jordan quickly clearing up this wave with his ult. I don't know. I guess I don't disagree with it because Shadow Venom could have come over and pressured, but it didn't look like that was how he was going to do it. He hasn't really been pressuring this blue buff at all before. So I don't know if it's entirely necessary. Probably could have taken his time there. There was no rush after all, but he was trying to be, you know, proactive there and make sure that he secures that blue buff because he is falling behind a little bit here. He's been able to box back a bit more. I don't know what these ults are from Shadow. Oh, just to check, I guess, to see if he's at fire. Yeah, I guess that's how he likes to use it. And it makes sense because the ult is so bad. Like, it does hardly anything. You can tell he's not leveling it because it's not doing any damage. Okay, I saw that 2 points. I was like, oh my god, he is leveling. Nah, he's waiting to level this until absolute last point, which a lot of Nuas do. Because like I said, it just doesn't come in as impactful in Duel a lot. It's not like Conquest where, you know, you can you have the chance of hitting 5 people at a time with it. Instead, you know, you're just getting this one target, and you can't lead with it. You can't do it in the middle of a combo. It has to be the finisher for it to have any impact. The only problem with using it so freely is you can't use it as an escape. But against Chiron, he doesn't have any like hard CC that you need to escape from in that kind of. Oh my god! He found it. God damn! That was incredibly close, and unfortunately for Shadow Venom, that's something you have to keep in the back of your head all the time when you're fighting Chiron. That he has that second life potential. He's got a little mini, you know, little baby Kali ult there. Speaking of Kali ult, it actually works very well against Kali ult too, because if you you can kind of sit there and try to outweight her ult if she gets to you know, absolute 0 or, you know, 1 HP that it brings you to, and then just find the final snipe once her ult ends. There goes the blink, but unfortunately those clay soldiers don't come out quickly enough. Jordan able to dash away. It's hit by the clay soldier dash there. They go in so quickly when they, you know, when they get you in their sights like that. So he's in a fine spot now. Nearly fully back in it, gold-wise. And, you know, he's a hunter, so his late game progression is just going to be stronger than Nuas here. Some mages can deal with late game hunters, and, you know, have their own scaling that they can rely on, like obviously like Freya, Evo, even Poseidon in this case, might have had a better chance against, well, he would definitely have a better chance, but might have a better late game than Chiron. But Nua, I wouldn't say so. Regardless, as I'm saying all that, Shadow Venom comes in and just completely cleans it up. If you find the clay soldiers like that in a tight corridor and you just get the full damage off with that burst, catch the stun, find the follow-up autos, and end the fog, you just do so much damage. And Jordan just wasn't prepared for it. Now this was something that was worth suiciding for, absolutely, because he shouldn't be able to take the Phoenix off of this. My new tier list is out tomorrow, you guys. Those of you that are watching this now on YouTube, the video... Actually, they should probably come out at the same time, so you can probably go check out the YouTube... No, this is round 2, so it might not. I'm lying. Either way, it'll be out, though, by the time you watch this. So, yeah, you can check out the my tier list on the another video on my my channel here. I mulled around ideas for this tier list for a while, so I'm happy with how it came out. That minion was just doing the moonwalk, and the tower does go down. But like I said, that's all he was able to take. So a huge win for Shadow Venom and being able to take that Phoenix down. Even though the gold is even, now we've got Jordan fighting into fire creeps, and you know that's a huge change of pace. a lot more pressure is added to Shadow Venom's side if Jordan pushes. But if he doesn't push here and he makes Shadow Venom come to him, the game will be, you know, a complete stalemate, and it's going to just be very annoying for Shadow Venom to try to push this lead that he's built. And wow, Jordan putting up, wow, those are some really smart wards, very defensive. Wanted his blue buff on the inside and then right outside the blue buff. Little fire giant ward. But he's actually trying to use it as a chance to ambush Shadow Venom, it looked like. Did not succeed, and there's, you know, a full wave of fire creeps there. It's not going to work out. Ooh, okay. So with those two abilities down, Shadow Venom might find him in a bad spot here. Dash down for Chiron. Oh, it's getting real close. It's going to come down to the ult again, and there you go. Jordan finds it, and Shadow Venom F6s. Rip, man. Wait. That was a... Yeah, that was Shadow Venom. Okay, I thought it was Chiron that F6 for a second. Oh, man. Yeah, that's unfortunately, like I said, that's what Shadow Venom runs into a lot of the time. He handicaps himself a little bit. He runs into the late game scenario up against these gods. He'll be able to bring it to late and then lose to not only to the god, right? Because, like I said, he put himself in a bad spot there, and Jordan was able to capitalize. You know, he played that really well, especially clutching it out with the ultimates at the end. But yeah, absolutely a huge factor. Unfortunately, ends up kicking him in the butt at the very end there after a very strong game. GG.